Today's top stories. The US Department of Treasury today imposed sanctions on 5 more Iranian entities, saying they have ties to that country's disputed nuclear program. U.S. Undersecretary for Terrorism and Financial Intelligence, Stuart Levey, said, quote, "These 5 nuclear and missile entities have been used by Iran to hide its illicit conduct and further its dangerous nuclear ambitions. The entities include the Nuclear Research Center for Agriculture and Medicine, the Esfahan Nuclear Fuel Research and Production Center, Jabbar Ibn Hayyan, Safety Equipment Procurement Company, and the Joza Industrial Company." The move freezes any assets the entities may have in the U.S. and prohibits the groups from doing business with Americans. Russian President Medvedev has ordered forces to stop military action in Georgia today, after 5 days of violent conflict aimed at, quote, punishing Tbilisi. An objective Medvedev says has been achieved. Georgian officials maintain that the Russian military has continued to bomb the country, despite Medvedev's order to halt the war. Bush went on to say that Russia must respect Georgia's, quote, territorial integrity and sovereignty, and that Russia's military actions have, quote, substantially damaged Russia's standing in the world, and these actions jeopardize Russia's relations with the United States and Europe. The 5-day war has rocked the West and international oil markets. Days after Western countries announced plans to seek further sanctions against Iran over its nuclear program, Iran's Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khamenei today said that sanctions and threats against Tehran would eventually, quote, benefit the Islamic Republic. Speaking alongside Algeria's president, who was visiting Tehran, Khamenei said, quote, despite pressures, threats, and sanctions, the nation of Iran and the officials of the Islamic system have achieved great progress because of their perseverance against the order of dominance. He added, quote, all the progress was achieved while the Islamic Republic of Iran was under sanctions, and these sanctions will end up benefiting the Islamic system. Fars news agency reports today that Iran hanged 4 men in Zahedan prison in the country's southeastern province of Sistan and Baluchistan, contradicting an earlier report by state-run television that 3 men were executed. The 4 were convicted of carrying large amounts of morphine and heroin. With today's execution, more than 40 individuals have been executed since July 22nd for, quote, hooliganism and drug trafficking, Fars reports, citing figures by Iran's judiciary. Prior to the execution of 7 individuals last week, Amnesty International said that 191 individuals have been hanged in Iran this year. These top stories and more at IranVNC.com.